I know faking it gets exhausting. Here, we keep it real. What's good, guys? Hope y'all are feeling blessed as always, and welcome back to another episode of the Curls and Courage podcast. I'm your host, Kinsley Meeks, wellness entrepreneur, fitness coach, bikini bodybuilder, and digital creator, here to inspire you to live boldly and unlock your highest physical and mental potential. Thank y'all so much for taking the time to watch today's show or to listen to today's show. It's about to be a good one because I got my boy Pierre with me today, also known as Frenchie, and I will say both are pretty fly names, so nice job on that one, you know. Frenchie is a professional light heavyweight boxer and a personal trainer out here in Miami, just killing it. He's 5-0 pro with all of his wins being knockouts. Like, okay then, I see you. I remember the first time I saw you training in the gym, it was actually at the gym that we both train at called Boxer. And you was just eating. Like, he was punching that bag. I had to go up and be like, hey, what's up? Like, what are you doing? Yeah. He goes and tells me he's pro. I'm like, okay, that's so awesome. Great energy. Had to have him on the show. So I'm super excited to have you on today and just learn more about your story. So thank you so much for making the time, and it means a lot.
All right, thanks for inviting me.
Of course, of course. So the first thing I want to know is, when I was doing a little bit of research on you, I looked in your Instagram bio, and you said you're a certified head whoopa. Tell me, you just described to me, just what does that mean? Can you elaborate on that?
So it's just, when you just whoop heads. Like when you just be BTA, but really BTH. When you just, that means belt to ass or with BTA stuff. Can we go sir?
No, you can go sir. Yeah, wait,
but
so
BTA,
belt to ass?
You belt to ass, but you just whooping it, you know what I'm saying?
Just whooping
so I'm a certified head whooper because I'm a pro, so it's like I'm certified just whooping heads.
Just getting it done. Okay, I like that. Okay. Talk to me a little bit about your background. Where did you grow up, and what was your environment like as a kid?
I grew up in Huntsville, Alabama, and my environment, I don't know how to describe it. I'm just black. I grew up.
Just black, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I grew up with my brothers, my sisters, my cousins. We was all real close. My grandma, my grandmas. I got 4 grandmas, by the way.
4 grandmas?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so, I just grew up with them. So, but my environment, I feel like we just always had each other, so that's just the environment we grew up with. Just, I guess, a togetherness environment.
Yeah,
family.
Like you had a good support system.
Yeah, family. It's all family, for sure. So.
Yeah, no, a lot of people don't have that. That's why I was asking, and having a little bit of support definitely helps you. It helps you be successful at the end of the day.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
So tell me, what made you start boxing? Was it something that you automatically loved, or something that you kind of developed a passion for over time?
When I first got into it, I loved it. First day, what made me commit to the decision to pursue it was it was after football, because I went to junior college to play football. I went to a school in Kentucky, then I transferred to a school in Miami. So after that, one day I just went to the gym, and I ended up, this guy was at 5th Street there, and I ended up sparring with him, and he was just trying to work his defense. And I remember it just was natural. It was easy to me. It just...
Wait, so the first time, your first experience with boxing, you were sparring already?
Yeah, just sparring.
Let me just go on. Okay,
yeah, but because I was hitting the bag, and then he came out, and he was just like, yo, I got my fighter at 5th Street. I want to work my defense. Can you just throw punches at me? I'm like, sure. And I remember I was hitting him with all the punches, and he was like, you strong. You real strong. And I was just like, all right. Then I went home and Googled, what gym he at? If that's that easy, let me just try it out. And then I was there on that Monday.
Okay.
I always fell in love with it, since then.
And what do you like so much about it?
I like that what you get out, what you put in. So if you truly work on something, you really can get better. Versus in other sports and running back, I play running back in football.
Oh, wow, okay.
So if your O-line suck, it's really hard to get.
It's a team sport.
Yeah, it's really hard to get. So no matter how much training you do for yourself, if you ain't got nobody to block you, you can't. But nobody's in my way. I'm only in my way. So I like that ability to control my destiny. It's God too. But I definitely like that. I don't know. I just like that. I love the competitiveness of it. I love to I love to compete.
I'm the same way. I feel like when I first got into boxing myself, it's like, oh, let me just kind of pick up a new hobby. And as soon as I started just doing it more and more, like I just can't stop. Like it's just so addicting. Yeah, I feel like if you come from like an athletic background, like myself, same way. It's like you just always have that drive to compete. Like some people don't have that, but me, it's like I want to win at everything. Do you feel like you're like that too?
Yeah, everything. I don't care if it's tic-tac-toe, if it's bowling. See, that's how I am with me and my son. That's how I am with him. I better let him win. But when he win, he loves it. So when we race or whatever, like sometimes when we go to the store, we come home, he race me from the garage to the door. But you want to race? And then if he win that race, he's talking all day. So I just love, I don't know.
That shit. He's
he
talking.
Yeah. He talking.
Okay.
Yeah. But I love to compete, though. It don't matter. Do not line up on me. Don't line up in front of me if you don't want to compete.
I get that. Okay, I love that. So as you started getting more and more into boxing, like when did you start to actually get good and want to pursue it, you know?
When did I start to get good? I feel like it was when I got with Coach Jorge Rubio. He was he's a Hall of Fame coach. So when I got with him, I actually went pro with him. But he taught me the Cuban style. He taught me, because I knew the basics.
What's the Cuban style?
It's just a style of boxing where it's very fluid. You move in the whole time. It's like you dancing. It's literally like you dancing, and that's how he used to teach us. That's when I feel like I started to get good. And then when I started to spar higher level people, and I was just like, okay, I started to see the difference of levels and the different mistakes that you can make at different levels and get away with, and you can't get away with.
You said mistakes that you can't get away with.
Yeah, like, sure.
Give an example.
So on a lower level, I can have my hands down. He can't really hit me. I see every punch he throw. Higher level, you can't really do that.
Because you're going to get knocked out.
They're going to get on your ass. So it's like those mistakes which will create bad habits.
Okay.
So when I started to realize that I'm training and fighting at the higher level and I'm producing, I'm doing good, that's when I said, okay, it's like, to me, it stays simple. You just got to get used to what you're seeing. Because when you first see something, it's hard to understand what you're looking at. But about the time you look at it a couple of times, okay, I know this punch coming. Okay, I graduated to the next level. I know this punch coming. So you start to understand stuff. I'm bad.
Yeah, no, that makes sense completely. Yeah. Go back for a second. What age were you when you started boxing? And then how did you go about becoming a pro?
So I got serious about it. I think I was 19 when I first moved to Miami. Okay. That's when so I went pro at 24. And so I did some amateur fights. We won. Me, my boy John, and Ernie. We went to Sugarbird. I forgot what year was it. Maybe I don't know. It was before COVID, 2019, maybe. And we won. We won that tournament. That was real fun. So that might have been like around I was like 22, 23. And then after COVID, I wanted to fight more, but during COVID, you couldn't really fight. So I was with Jorge. I always trained with the pros, trained with the pro for a while. I was like, yo, let's go. You want to go pro? I was like, yeah, let's do it. So then I made that decision. I was 24. So my amateur background was only 5 years. And then I went pro at 24.
Wow, that's my age. So you feel like it was pretty quick. I feel like 5 years to go pro. Is that like pretty standard with boxing, or is that? I
mean, people move at their own pace. You know.
Yeah, that's true.
It's some people who go pro later. My coach, he told me, don't worry about it. He didn't go pro until 29.
Okay.
So I felt like I was late, but there's people later than you. And then it's always going to be someone earlier. I try not to. That's just when God put it in my life.
Yeah.
You know, because at first I played football. So that was my first love. That's what brought me into the door of boxing. Without football, I never would have been in Miami. I never would have got these coaches and got these opportunities. That's just the way the ball rolled for me. Yeah, it rolled for me.
It seemed like you're pretty patient. Like you're a pretty patient person, would you say?
I mean, yeah, because I feel like anything forced don't work. You got to kind of just let stuff come to you. That's the most natural way. You know, I just feel like everything works how it's supposed to. Work as hard as you can, but what's meant for you is meant for you.
That is so true, yeah. But I also feel like you have to really place yourself in a position to get those opportunities. Like, you can't sit back. You have to, like you said, find the right coaches. You have to show up every single day. You can't be like, oh, let me just wait for this to happen to me. You just have to be patient, put the work in, and then just continue to move forward and trust God, I feel.
Yeah, but that's also what they say luck is opportunity meets preparation. You get me? So that's what they say is luck. Because you got to prepare for the opportunity. You literally got to work. So that's the work.
Facts.
Yeah, that's the work that you got to put in. And I try to live by that because some of these opportunities, you might get a call 2 weeks and say, yo, we need a fight. if you're not in shape, you can't take that fight. So you missing out opportunity. And you know what I'm saying? So you got to stay ready so you never got to get ready.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, I know what you mean. We was talking about that earlier.
Yep.
Yes. So when you decided, like, I'm going to go all in on this, like, I'm going to pursue it as hard as possible, did you ever feel pressure, like, to go in a different direction? Because I feel like that can be tough, like, using that as, like, a career path, also using that to, like, hopefully get you somewhere, like, financially and physically, like, that's tough. Not a lot of people are going to take that risk, especially, like, around our age. Like, oh, let me go get this 9 to 5. Let me go do something different. I don't have time to train. People making them excuses. Like, was that pressure ever on you?
No, not really. To be honest,
Okay.
I'm one of the people. If you believe it, it can be. Like, you know. So
Facts. I love that.
I went to, once I made a decision and decided that's my life, I have to go get it. Then I was personal training too, so it literally it's crazy how I'm gonna say God, He just brought everything to me. Like I just spoke into existence and it just happened. And like he said, but I still have to work. I have to build my clientele. And now I've been in Miami for 10 years. I look back, I'm fighting in Miami now. What else I'm doing? I'm personal training. I was in a magazine down here, like for personal training. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, now I'm doing all these kind of stuff.
You're getting famous.
But when I came down here, I ain't know nobody. I ain't know nothing. I just stuck to it, man. Because when I made that decision, if I was gonna quit, I could have stayed in Alabama. You know?
Yeah, and I feel like me too.
Yeah.
So for those of you who don't know, I'm from Mobile. I think I've talked about that before, which is, what is that, like 4 hours from Huntsville?
Yeah, you down south. It might even be a little bit more because Alabama kind of big. Maybe about 5.
Yeah, it is. So whatever, say I'm like 5-6 hours away. I feel like when you're in an environment like that, like I am so grateful for the way that I was raised, and I'm so grateful for my family. Like I miss them every single day, but there's just not the same opportunity and level of growth that you're gonna get down there. Like I mean, in Miami versus Alabama, you know. So how big of a difference do you feel like your environment just played a role in your success?
Everything.
Everything.
Because to be honest, half of the people I met, those people wouldn't even go to Alabama. Like, you know what I'm saying? They wouldn't even, for the dream that I chased, it just could not be fulfilled in Alabama. Like, you know, even if you think about the NFL dream, they don't even got an NFL team.
What do you think was the most limiting factor?
I think that just the opportunities. Like, it's literally not the same amount of opportunities. So it's like, and two, the knowledge is different too. So even if you go to a boxing gym in Alabama, you're even limited to the amount of information you can get. So I feel like it's only a certain depth that you can go to of the sport. Like, you know, so it's great for some things, like, you know, and football is one, like you can go and get to the highest level there, but like for what my true path is, it's only so far I think I can get when I'm there.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Moving here was obviously a big risk because, like you said, you don't know anyone, you don't have any clientele, you don't know where you're going to be training or what you're going to be doing. What's another risk that you feel like you took betting on yourself when it came to just going all in on boxing? Like, what are a few risks that you had to take?
A few risks I had to take.
Sacrifices, like any athlete. To be successful as an athlete, you're going to have to make some sacrifices that other people are not going to do.
I think, too, it's a lifestyle sacrifice. You cannot serve two guys, bro. You cannot be two people at once. If you out partying all night, you cannot be up training all day. There's just no way.
That's true.
Like, I know right now I'm in training camp. So some nights it's 9 o'clock, 9:30, and I'm out. If I wanted to, you know, stay up late and just do too much, my body would not allow me. And if I choose to do it, I'm going to feel it in training. So it's like you literally have to focus. So a sacrifice would be, you know, just what you do in your free time. How do you spend it and what you do for leisure time. Most of the time I've been spending and watching film. If I'm close to a fight, watching film. Just making sure my brain's as sharp as it can be, so I'm prepared for what I call war.
I love that. We get ready for war.
You got to.
No, you got to.
That man trying to take your head off for real.
I know.
His mom out there watching too. She don't want him to get beat up, so he's trying his best.
I love that.
You know?
Okay. Yeah. Do you feel like moving to Miami, like, was it ever distracting for you? Because here's like party. You get, you know, involved with the wrong people. It can be hard to stay disciplined and stay consistent. Did you ever fall into that trap, or were you able to kind of stay headstrong? wrong.
I mean, to be honest, I always have fun. So even in Alabama, I was, I party, I have fun. But once I made a decision, my interest changed. So fighting stuff, I don't even want to go to the club. I want to just eat food. But my interest changed as I started to grow. But, I'm older now, so I'm saying I'm unk.
You say you're unk?
I'm unk,
You are not unk.
I'm
At 20, how you even 30
you unk,
yet?
man. It's not the same when you 21, 22, 23. It just, life changed. So
your mindset changes.
Yeah. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. I still go out, have me some fun, and I go out, but it ain't the same. So, did I get caught in life? Yes. But did it ever interfere training? No, because I knew when to cut it on, cut it off. I like to go use the club as a celebration versus a lifestyle. You know what I'm saying?
I love that. Yeah, and I think a lot of times people use going out or going to the club as a distraction. I'm gonna go get wasted. I'm gonna go get fucked up or whatever just to forget about the issues that I'm facing. But that's the opposite thing you should be doing. Because I'm the same way. I like to if I'm going out, let's party, let's turn up. But we are celebrating.
Yeah, we celebrate. I just want to fight. I just got a diploma. I just graduated. Something new, something cool, something fun versus just it's Saturday.
Let me go out.
Yeah, it's Wednesday, but have I lived that life before? For sure. I ain't going to act like I didn't. But I know for me, that's not going to get me to where I want to get to. So I cannot live that life.
I get that completely, yeah. So tell me, what does your daily routine look like now when it comes to training, nutrition, recovery?
So once a week, I see my lady Robin. She is my massage therapist. If you need a massage therapist, she's the one.
Okay.
She's great. She come to the house. She's real good. See her once a week. That's for recovery. I try to stretch after training at least 2 or 3 times a week, but good 20 to 30-minute stretches. Training is hard. Every day, 10:30, Monday through Friday. Saturdays, we do a light run, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, just keep the weight down. But at Monday through Friday, 10:30. Some days we done at 1 o'clock, 1:15. Some days we done at 12:30, 12. You get me? So it depends on what we got.
That's still even your shortest days are 2 hours though. And you're not sitting back. You're going,
No, just complete.
Yeah.
And that was before we was in true camp. But where we at now, I'm still finding ways to be sore. And I've been training hard for 2 months. And last week I was sore, and it was in weird places. I was like, I don't even know I can have a muscle there. I don't even know.
So walk me through your boxing training. For this 2 hours, what are you doing to become a better athlete? Are you doing strength training too? Is it a mixture of strength and conditioning?
It's a different. Different days, it's different objectives. So lately in this camp, we was working more on balance and jabs, a lot of partner drills. Some days you might go in there, we got to run 2 or 3 miles or 30 minutes or an hour. Then we go hit the bag, and then we work on technique. It's mostly, honestly, a lot of technical work, reflexes, and then strength and conditioning at the end. We do a lot of push-ups, pull-ups.
More calisthenic type.
Yeah, it's good. It's very, very, very good work. 2 hours of any of this stuff hurts.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I feel 1 hour. I remember the first time I boxed, I could barely. I'm in shape. You know what I'm saying? I run. I train extremely hard. I've been in the process of becoming a pro bodybuilder. But even hitting that bag for 3 minutes the first time,
rough.
I was oh my gosh,
it's rough.
I'm so out of shape. I could barely breathe. Yeah, I can imagine that for 2 hours going as hard as you do. That's awesome. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm blessed to be able to do it, and I like that. I love it.
Amazing. I feel that's what makes you continue to do it, because a lot of people are I don't even want to spend 30 minutes training, but if you love what you do, it doesn't seem like work at all.
Yeah, it's no job. I don't have a job. I do not feel I haven't worked in 10 years, and at this rate I'm probably never going to work, and that's cool.
Love that.
Because I love what I do, and I wouldn't trade my life for nothing in the world. Like I said, I took a slower route, more patient route, but every path every day along the way was worth it. I enjoy it. Won't take none back for nothing.
I love that so much. Talk to me about nutrition, too. What are you eating right now? And just in general.
Because right now I'm trying to cut weight. So a lot of boiled eggs, a lot of tuna, turkey, sweet potatoes. I've been more on the berries, strawberries, blueberries, blackberries. I like grapes. Grapes.
Grapes are good.
Grapes. I make sometimes for breakfast, make a parfait. So it'd be yogurt, fruit, little granolas, and I like honey too. I might put a little honey on there, give me a little extra kick. A little kick. My mind is only on cut weight, so my nutrition is smaller portions, and then.
Are you tracking your food, like specific amount of calories, or you just kind of know?
No. I just kind of eyeball it.
Okay.
And I just know, excuse my language, don't be a fat ass. I know when I'm being a fat ass, and I'm like, let me slow it down. I'm doing
That's
a
such a good way to put it.
It's just when you being. I shouldn't have ate that. If you gotta say that, you being a fat ass.
Yeah. Don't rule of thumb. Don't be a fat ass. That's so funny. Talk to me about just habits too. How do you continue to stay disciplined when it's so challenging and you're in these really hard months of training camp and just like you said, keeping conditioning pretty much year round because you never know when you're gonna be potentially fighting someone. Maybe you have a little bit of an idea, but I guess you don't know a specific date. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean they'll tell you if you're working on a promoter, they'll say, okay, we plan on fighting this date, then we plan on coming back. This date should be months later, so you can kind of guide where to keep your body at, because you get an understanding of how your body gonna be when you peaking and when you taking down, resting. So yeah, it's just get your ass up and do it. Like it's simple. You think every day I want to be at the gym at 10:30? Every week about Wednesday, Thursday, it's like your body feel Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, especially if you've been sparring, you've been running. Get your ass up and do it anyway. Me and my boy Brett, we call our inner bitch. Tell him shut up. Like that your inner bitch is the person saying, I don't want to do this, my legs hurt. Tell him shut up and just do. Just living with that mindset and just living that way, everything is easy. Because you never regret a workout. Every time you do it, you feel good afterwards. The hardest part is starting. So I feel like as long as you're showing up for yourself, everything will just fall in place.
That's 100% true, yeah. And what do you do on those days where you are feeling less motivated, you're not feeling very disciplined, and that inner bitch is telling you like, hey man, like, you just need to chill out today, like your legs are hurting. What do you do?
I know I got a team. I got a coach waiting for me at 10:30. I got Ringendow waiting for me at 10:30. Fino. Got my boy Austin there waiting on me. So it's like they're going to wait on me. Then if I'm late, my boy Fino's going to tell me every time when I go in there what state of being. I went in there Friday. Said, "Oh, you didn't sleep good last night. You look sleepy." I came in from a weekend. He said, "How much you wearing? You look a little heavy." He can tell I was eating. Yes, but it's like you got people expecting you to do this. They expect you through Instagram. People expect me. It comes to a while to like, this is what I'm expected to do. So I chose his path. I got to live it.
You want to show up and you have other people holding you accountable
for
at the
sure,
end of the day.
For sure. You got to do it. And I remember when I played football, Coach Ninye, he say some of the most simplest stuff, but it stuck with me. Looking at the weight, don't make it get no lighter. So, like, if you finna go lift, you just staring at it. 30 seconds go by, a minute go by, 2 minutes. It's still, now you're behind because you just do it. Just go and get over it.
And do you feel like that mindset is something that you've always had, like that mindset of discipline, like confidence? Or do you feel like that's something that's just grown over time?
I think I always had it, but I think it has grown over time, too. Like, it got better, it got stronger, because once you get accustomed to showing up for yourself, you start to believe in yourself. Because you know what you can do. You should know every day what you do. So let's say if I know if I can throw 100 jabs in 3 minutes in one round, because if I do it every day, if you really live like that, you can say it with confidence. You can say it with passion. Hey, I can do this. You get what I'm saying? Because I didn't do it last week and think I still can do it this week. No, I did it last week. I did it the week before. You get what I'm saying? It's a lifestyle. Once you live, it's like
no, I feel you, and I feel like a lot of people do not have confidence. So many people struggle with confidence, self-doubt, but I think the only way you're able to truly feel confident is by showing up for yourself. Mm-hmm. People are like, "Oh, how are you so confident? How are you so this? How are you so that?" It's because I know that whatever I need to get done on that day, I'm gonna do repetitively. It's rinse and repeat, and that's what builds confidence. Is just doing it, like you said, over and over. Tell me a little bit more about your fighting. When you go into a fight, like what's on your mind? How do you go into one?
I try to really keep my mind clear.
Okay.
And I try to, by this time I'm going to a fight, I should watch enough film on him to know what to expect. But also to expect anything, because you seeing how he fought another fighter. He 0-0 against you. He never been in the ring with you, so with you, he might move right instead of left. And I've been studying him moving left. But you got to go in just with a clear mind, not too high, not too low. I try to go into a fight thinking about what I'm going to do to him, not necessarily what he can do to me.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, try to get him to play my game, fight the fight I want, versus me going there and trying to wait for him to get off and then now I'm dancing his dance. Like, and I don't like people dances. You know what I'm saying? I like
my own dance.
Yeah, I like my own.
Yeah. Is there any fights that you feel like really stood out? So you had 5 fights now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are there any fights in particular that really stood out to you? Maybe something you pulled from that fight, something you learned from that fight?
My 4th fight. It was my last fight in Colombia.
In Colombia?
Yeah.
So you're traveling for these fights too?
Yeah, so I traveled. I fought originally in DR. I went pro in DR. And then I've had 3 fights in Colombia. Then I just had the last one in at Gulfstream Casino.
Okay.
And the next one supposed to be in Fort Lauderdale too. May 30th, so hope y'all come.
Let's go, y'all support him. I'll be there. That's going to be hard.
That fight, my 4th fight, I was fighting at a lower weight class, 168. And
that's felt lean for you.
I felt like shit.
Yeah.
That week, I cut, I think, 20 pounds in 5 days. So that fight, I felt like shit. Like, when I got touched with a jab, my body just, so I would never do it again. So what I brought from that is stay ready so you never get ready. If I'm closer to weight, I would never have to lose 20 pounds in 5 days. Just take it more serious. Like, I was locked in, but, I was enjoying life a little bit. Like,
eating some food here.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's what I learned from that. Just stay disciplined. And after that fight, I had switched coaches and I switched gyms and I locked in, and the rest is history.
Okay. What does it feel like to get hit?
You don't really feel it. It's very few hits where I felt like, ooh, that hurt. It's very few ones I'm like, I don't want to get hit by it anymore. But me personally, I don't like getting hit. Don't like it.
I don't think anyone enjoys getting punched in the face.
But some people, you would think they do because they only block with their face. They don't move their head, or you hit them, they just smile like.
You smile when you get hit?
Now some people do.
That's crazy.
Like me, I don't like getting hit, so I try to move
be quick
as much as
I
can to prevent that. And to my coach Fareed, he don't like me getting hit either. So he teaches me, I'll keep my hands up, because when I first met him, my hands were so low, and I was just out there dancing. I was out there doing my own dance.
Yeah.
But now he got me have my hands up so I never get hit.
Okay, so you told me what it feels like to get hit, not really feeling like anything at all. What about how does it feel to punch someone?
It feels good, I'm not gonna lie.
What feels so good about knocking somebody in the face?
Like, I don't know. I remember on the last knockout I got, I didn't even know I knocked him out because I was just throwing punches. I see him on the ground. Then I remember I turned around and I seen him try to get back up. His leg was shaking. And I was like, oh, man. And then the fight was over. But I can't really explain what it feels to hit people. But I can explain, like, how I feel to break someone down, because it's a mental game. It's just
more than anything else, 100%. And that's one thing I didn't realize about boxing either. I just kind of came in, didn't know anything about the sport, just assuming, I'm just throwing punches. But same thing, my coach is really teaching me, like, how to watch people move, how to, like, keep a strong mindset throughout the whole way through. It's hard to explain because I'm still learning, to be honest. But it's a lot more thinking than
all thinking.
It's all thinking. It's not a game. Yeah, chess.
Yeah, but it's like to get into someone's brain, so I can tell when I hit someone and they don't like the shot. Your body tells you. Their face might glance a certain way. They might walk off. They might do something. So now I'm tapping into your brain. So now I'm trying to, so it's like I'm trying to see what's your next move off that. What shot he didn't like. And then I try to pick you apart that way. So, but it all starts. So hitting people doesn't really have a feeling to me, but the satisfaction from, I call it taking their soul. It's like you literally see their emotions take control of them. Some people fight or flight. So some people fight in panic. They're throwing wild shots. Some people just shell up and they flight, or they try to run. So you try to just break them apart, and you see, like, how do I counteract that?
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's a very mental sport.
I'm sure. No, I get what you mean completely. What do you feel like, sticking with the mindset, what do you feel like separates fighters from regular people mentally?
The ability to understand that with power comes great responsibility. Like, having a self-control to knowing that you can actually hurt you. I can hurt you.
Right.
But I'd rather turn the other cheek, or I'd rather use, like, hey, how can we talk? Like, so, and I think,
talking about in a real life scenario.
Yeah, real life scenario.
Okay.
So, like, I think, because a lot of people they just crazy. People crazy. So people say whatever they want to anybody. They think nothing can ever happen to them. So I think as a fighter, you understand that anything can happen to anybody in any situation. So you always prepare. You always on your P's and Q's. You try to be more mindful of people. You're not just out there terrorizing people. I think most fighters are not like that.
That's probably a misconception, too, because I feel like a lot of fighters, I don't know, I'm not the type of person to really get intimidated by anything, but I think other people definitely are. And like, you see a big guy like fighting, you're like, damn, like that shit looked a little scary.
Yeah.
Do you feel like a lot of people have a misconception that maybe fighters are like mean people and they're just like trying to get...
I'm pretty sure people have that reputation or perception of fighters, but...
Or do you feel like you give off that vibe?
Nah, I think people who see me at the gym, they just say I look focused, but then when they start talking to me, they see I just smile, I'm goofy.
Yeah, you gotta smile.
Yeah. But when I'm training, I'm training. It's just, ain't no friends in boxing. You focus, you whatever, but after that, we all smiles, and because you gotta turn it on and turn it off. As a fighter, you can't live in the survival mode. You can't live in fight mode, war mode. Like, that's a crazy way of living. Like, you know.
Of course, hey, living in fight mode.
It's crazy.
You gotta you go hardened. Yeah, I can't imagine that.
Yeah.
Talk to me too. This is really interesting, and I feel like a lot of people will want to know. I know you said your personal training right now is well to make some money. Fighting obviously also pays. But not until you get pretty good and are winning these bigger pro fights, I know. So talk to me about like the financial side of things.
About boxing?
Yeah.
So it really depends on who you are and how you do it. So you can get paid a purse, so that'd be whatever.
A purse?
Yeah, you can pay the purse, and that's what you are paid for the bout. So if I got a 4-round bout, they want to pay me $5,000. Okay. So you can get, that's one way. Merchandise, if you got your brands or shirts, hats, I don't know, whatever you want to make, cups. And then 2 sponsors on your fight shorts.
Okay.
So you can get, let's say if you know people with business, you can just charge them to promote their business on your shorts. So luckily for me, I know people, like I got a pretty good client base, and they all have businesses. So it's like the left hand take care of the right hand for me. So, and then 2, I just get to meet a lot more people and promote more businesses, and the bigger I get to grow. So I think a lot of people be banking on just the purse, the big payday purse. You got to start somewhere, but if you're making a couple thousand to start off,
that's amazing. Yeah, I think a lot of people think, say they have a passion, for example, maybe they're doing music, or maybe they're doing something like you with their athletic career, or maybe they're an artist. They're like, man, like I can't pay all my bills from being an artist. Like I'm not making $100K being a fighter, but like I feel like if you're at least making a little bit of money from your passion, that's amazing.
And I look at it because, like I said, I started personal training when I was an amateur boxer. So the deeper I got into a boxer, the more I got into be able to get paid for them. I'm not just getting paid from fights. I got a whole clients list off of it. I got
100%. It built your brand.
Yeah,
so it gave you more opportunity in that way.
From diving more into my passion. So if you go in there with fear kills more dreams than anything. So if you go in there with the fear that I can't do it, it never will be done. I just knew this was my only option. My plan B is this option again. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is it. So luckily, like, I built what I built, but it's still, like, you got to show up every day. You got to do it. So if I would have just second-guessed it one day and turned around and went home or did anything, because it was some hard times now. I'm not saying everything was gravy, but what's a story without, its ups and downs? You know what I'm saying?
That's so true. 100%. Okay, so I got you. Obviously, boxing is safe to say your life,
Yeah,
like it's like you said,
life,
you only have one option. It's super important to you. But I think a lot of athletes end up tying their identity to just one thing. So when you step away from the gym, what kind of person are you really? Like, who are you outside of boxing?
Oh, I'm a dad. Like, I'm a dad first. I'm a friend. I'm a cousin. I'm a gamer. I like to play the game. Call of Duty. Well, I don't know. Call of Duty been kind of ass lately, bro. So today I was playing 2K. I was playing Madden. I like sports games. Okay. But I play games all my whole life. So I play everything from Minecraft to GTA to Fortnite. Me and Meek been playing Fortnite a lot. Yeah, me and him been playing a lot of Fortnite split screen. My son.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay. He like ass, but it's okay. We getting better. We got our first dub the other day, so it was fun.
Let's go. I love that. Okay. What do you feel like boxing teaches you about life outside of the ring?
It teaches you everything. Roll with the punches. Like when life throw you punches, you got to roll with them. You got to prepare for anything. It teach you discipline. It teach you boxing is life. Life is boxing. So any analogy you can make through life, I swear it applies to boxing. It's literally vice versa.
Yeah, no, I feel like that's so true. And just teaching you how to, like you said, roll with the punches. I love that you get knocked down by life so much, and then you got to get back up.
Yeah,
Same thing in a fight scenario. You get punched, you can't be sitting your ass on the ground and get back up to the next round. Like, you got to act like you didn't even get punched at all.
For sure.
And last question I want to ask you, since you are on the Curls and Courage podcast, I always like to ask my guests a little bit about courage. What would you say that word means to you? What does courage mean to you?
What do courage mean to me? Courage means the ability to dig deep enough and find something that you didn't even know was there. I think that takes courage. I think courage is something that we all should have, but a lot of people lose it over time when they get disappointed in things. But I think courage is the ability to take a risk. It's a belief. It's a feeling that if you harness it, you just can push it and create something big, Because without courage, it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I think courage is a pretty good word to have in your vocabulary, because if a courageous person, a person full with courage, I'm pretty sure they get something done. They might move mountains.
That is so true. I feel like if you have courage, that's why it's the Curls and Courage podcast. If you have that one, character trait in your life, if you're courageous, you can do anything.
Anything.
Exactly. I got you. I love that. Good explanation. So, last thing I want to go into with you, I always like to do a rapid kind of Q&A fire round with my guests. This is going to be 10 questions. They're kind of random that I prepared for you, and I want you just not to overthink it all. You seem like
just
you're
flow.
a pretty flowy type of person, anyways. But quick answers. You're trying to answer them, just in a couple words, nothing crazy. But 10 questions. You ready? All right. First question: what's a song that instantly puts you into fight mode?
Finito.
Yes. I also like Chief Keef. I don't like. What's it?
Don't like.
That's that shit I don't like. I don't like. Yeah.
That's a banger too.
Yeah. What's your worst personality trait?
My worst personality trait? Maybe I might be too goofy sometimes. Sometimes I don't take stuff I don't take serious stuff serious. So some people that can be whatever, but I think it's a blessing. Not to say nothing serious, because it's
so many people be stressed.
Yeah, I think everything funny. So that can be my good and bad. I'm gonna say double-edged sword.
Okay, I can see that. What's your favorite meal after cutting for a fight?
I can tell you a couple places I like to go. I like to go to Skin Louie, give me a burger. I like Talking Tacos. I get either the burrito or the quesadilla, or I might get the trio taco. I'm a foodie. I like to eat. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a fat ass for real. That's why I say don't be a fat ass. So I might get some pizza from Joe's Pizza. I'm out in Wynwood just eating everything. I'm going crazy. So I'll give me a tomahawk from Pecan. So I like all food. Some Asian foods. Honestly, after my weekend from cutting weight, I eat everything. Nothing is off limits. I gained 20 pounds easy.
And how long of a time?
Maybe 2 or 3 days.
You gained 20 pounds in 2 days?
Easy. Last fight, I weighed in 173 on Thursday. By Sunday, I was 201. I ate. I will eat.
How did you feel after putting that?
Oh, stuff. Monday and Tuesday, I was laying down, bro, I can't move.
You probably feel so sick.
I can't move, but hey, it felt good. It felt good to eat. The journey was nice.
Yeah, I get you. What's something that people fake too much nowadays?
People fake. I think they fake being, I don't know. I would say being real. People ain't as real as they say. And I mean that from all aspects. They probably ain't really got what they say. They don't really, they don't really fuck with you how they say they do. They don't really show love how they say they do. They don't really support you how they say they do. I think people ain't real. They just not, they fake that. And once you fake being real, you just ain't real,
That's facts. No, I actually agree. I would say if I had to answer that question for myself, I'd say the same thing. People act like they love you, they support you. They don't.
A stranger will support you faster than a friend will.
That's actually very true.
For sure.
Mm-hmm. What's one thing pain taught you that success never could?
Speaking of pain, this is my cousin right here. That's why what it is. I take him everywhere I would go. Yeah, he died 3 years ago. And that kind of pain right there, it taught me that life goes on no matter how hard something hurt, how you have to roll with the punches. You have to literally pick your ass up and go figure out life because pain is only temporary. So on the same edge, success is only temporary, happiness is only temporary. So you got to find a balance between pain and happiness and be able to live. I think that's true happiness is balance. I think you got to be able to live in that harmony of that. So pain taught me to enjoy the highs, enjoy the lows, but it's all temporary. But you got to embrace the journey, and pain is a part of it.
That's a wise answer. Yeah, that's very true. What is something a girl does that immediately turns you off?
Off? Mm-hmm. Disrespect.
Okay, so, give an example.
Just talking disrespectfully. Also, too, I don't like when girls be naked on the internet. Not my girl.
When they be what?
Naked on the internet.
Yeah,
but not my girl. You can do it, but my girl, I don't know. I kind of like somebody, exclusive for me. You know what I'm saying?
Be modest.
Yeah, be modest. Modest. Yeah. That's the word. I like a modest.
That's rare to find here, but I agree. Like, let's just say that for the better.
Yeah,
for
sure. For sure.
That's a good answer. What is one word to describe your fighting style?
Pressure.
Pressure.
Yeah.
Okay. Pressure makes diamonds.
I'm Pressure P, baby. Yeah.
There you go.
I got a lot of nicknames, but Pressure P one.
Pressure P, I like that. Okay. What's your biggest motivation when nobody's watching?
I'm gonna say my family. That's what I always did it for. I never did it for me. I always did it to better the life for the people after me and before me. So I understand I'm not doing it for me. Like, I'm just the instrument who get us to where I want us to get to, but reality is never for me. So this is just another day on that path to getting it done for my family.
I love that. And when you operate out of that, like, playing field too, like doing it for God, doing it for people you love, the vision change, like things change and things work out.
For sure.
Mm-hmm. Like following God's plan for sure. And doing it for people you love. One thing about life, and this is the last question, one thing about life that you're still trying to figure out.
What I'm trying to figure out? Damn. Let me think about that. I'm a true believer of, like, letting go and let God. So I try not to stress about anything. Like, every day before I go to sleep, I lay down and I, like, reflect on my day every day. I try to think about almost every interaction I had from training people, from my son. I try to replay every conversation. So I try not to bring that energy to the next day. And then it makes me reflect on, what did I learn today? What did I do? So it's like, I'm really trying to think that right now what I'm struggling on. I don't know.
You got it all figured out.
No, I don't want to say I got it because it's some stuff that I know that I don't know, but I'm prepared for it because I want to learn it, and there's some stuff I know that I don't know, and I'm okay with it because you can't know everything. So it's like I'm living in that. I'm just going as it, like, coming as it go, like, and adjusting as it go, and I'm not really stressed about nothing. Like, business is going good, boss is going good, and as long as I continue to do what I'm doing every day, it will continue to do that. Like, so it's like, I can't even answer the question.
No, that's okay. I mean, that honestly is an answer, though, because a lot of people are just struggling with, like, worry and anxiety and overwhelm, and not just, like you said, letting things go. You're prepared even though you don't know what's coming. For sure. Because that's just the mindset that you have.
Gotta roll. So the last thing I had was like that, like I said, was dealing with grief and getting over my cut, like getting over this. And I understand with grief, you learn to live with it. So you don't necessarily truly get over it, you just handle it differently. So it's like, I won't get sad and shut down, but I'll be like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Long live my dog.
Of course.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Sorry to hear that.
Nah, you good. Yeah. So I'm at the point where I can talk loud, joke, like, you get what I'm saying? But that was the last big thing. But once I mastered that, I really feel like I mastered life because I feel like once you master death, you master life. Like, you get what I'm saying?
That's one of the hardest things a person can go through.
So you master death, you master life. So I feel like I mastered it. I know it's going to happen again because, life, it does have an end. So once it do, at least I'll be more prepared on how to handle it, But that's the last thing that had me, like, I don't know what to do. Like, that's the last thing I had to find courage for, to be honest.
Yeah. And you found it. You found it. Yeah, that's awesome. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for making the time to come on today's show. That meant a lot to me. You definitely, you're like a little philosopher over there. I'm serious. Yeah, thank you for sharing all of that and being vulnerable and like opening up and sharing your experiences, not just with boxing, but also your life. That could help a lot of people. Yeah. And myself as well. You're making me think. So thank you.
Thank y'all. Thank you for having me. Y'all come support me May 30th. We fighting in Fort Lauderdale.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So tell me, where can the listeners find you if they maybe want to connect, they want to get in a training session with you, or maybe watch you fight?
You can find me on Instagram at Frenchie256. Just DM me on there, tag me in something, check out my video. Hope you like the song, comment.
Show some love to the channel.
Show me some love, baby.
Definitely. Social media, you guys know how it is. And then also be sure to follow at Yo It's Kenslow and at Curls and Courage Podcast to support me and see updates on the show as well. If you guys did enjoy today's show, I'd really appreciate it if you could leave a rate and review wherever you're listening now. Again, show some love to the YouTube channel as well. The support really goes a long way. Subscribe to the channel. Again, share the episode with a friend. And then if you guys want to watch on the radio, it drops every Thursday on WDJY 99.1 FM radio. Definitely check that out. And lastly, if y'all are interested in one-on-one training or nutrition coaching with me, I'd love to help you. Send me an email at kensleymeeksfit@gmail.com. Until the next episode, y'all stay in motion. Keep rolling with the punches.
Yeah.
Show it with courage at all you do. And I'll talk to y'all in the next episode.
All right.
Appreciate y'all. Bye.